The Equalizer 2018. Robert McCall lives quietly in Boston, working as a Lyft driver while secretly protecting the helpless. His routine masks a disciplined life shaped by loss, principle, and controlled violence. When he helps passengers with small acts of justice, he listens more than he speaks, studying the city's wounds. McCall maintains contact with Susan Plummer, a former CIA handler who understands his past. Their conversations ground him. This fragile balance shatters when Susan is murdered while investigating a supposed suicide. Grief awakens McCall's buried instincts, pushing him toward a relentless search for truth. Justice becomes personal, methodical, and unavoidable for him. Determined to uncover Susan's killer, McCall revisits his old network and studies the crime with clinical patience. Evidence points to former colleagues, men trained like him but corrupted by greed. Dave York, a trusted friend, appears supportive, sharing grief and resources. McCall tests loyalties subtly, setting traps through conversations and timing. Meanwhile, he intervenes in local injustices, reminding himself why he fights. Each act sharpens his resolve. As clues align, McCall realizes the conspiracy reaches deep into shared history, transforming a personal loss into a moral reckoning where friendship fractures, trust dies, and accountability demands blood from everyone involved thereafter. Parallel to the investigation, McCall mentors Miles, a troubled teenager drifting toward crime. He offers guidance without preaching, demonstrating discipline through example and boundaries. McCall introduces reading, work ethic, and self-respect, believing choice defines destiny. Miles resists, tempted by quick money and violent peers. Their bond mirrors McCall's own struggle between peace and purpose. When Miles crosses a dangerous line, McCall intervenes firmly, protecting him from irreversible mistakes. This relationship humanizes McCall, showing that justice also means building futures, not only destroying enemies. Hope survives when patience replaces anger and guidance defeats desperation within broken neighborhoods everywhere today onward. McCall follows leads abroad, traveling to Turkey where a kidnapped girl becomes another test of his code. Using observation and precise force, he dismantles traffickers methodically, never losing control. The rescue reinforces his belief that vigilance must be constant. Returning home, he narrows suspects tied to Susan's case. Patterns reveal coordinated deception, suggesting insiders manipulating outcomes. McCall prepares for escalation, securing safe houses and contingency plans. He understands his enemies share his training, making mistakes costly. The hunt becomes chess, patience versus arrogance, strategy over rage, played in shadows, measured by timing, silence, and consequences ever again. Evidence finally implicates Dave York, revealing betrayal masked as friendship. York confesses participation, claiming necessity and loyalty twisted by profit. McCall listens calmly, absorbing the truth without theatrics. He understands York's mindset intimately, recognizing reflections of paths he rejected. The revelation deepens the wound, transforming grief into clarity. McCall refuses quick vengeance, choosing to dismantle the entire group. He sends warnings, isolates operatives, and disrupts finances. Each move forces enemies into fear and errors. Justice for McCall must be complete and undeniable, so innocents rest easier and predators learn accountability forever without compromise, delay, or regret after painful revelations enduring. York and his team strike first, targeting McCall's home and friends, attempting intimidation. McCall anticipates the attack, evacuating neighbors and setting the stage. He chooses his childhood coastal town as the final battleground, knowing every street and tide. As a storm approaches, he lures his enemies into isolation. The environment becomes a weapon. Fog, rain, and darkness limit vision and amplify fear. McCall hunts with restraint, separating men, confronting them individually. Each encounter reflects calculated mercy or final judgment, guided by earned choices from past actions, present intent, and unavoidable consequences echoing lessons Susan once taught about courage, sacrifice alone. The storm night unfolds with tense precision as McCall dismantles the team. Traps exploit arrogance, forcing confessions and panic. He confronts each man with their choices, offering moments to reconsider, then acting decisively. The town's silence magnifies footsteps and breaths, turning pursuit into psychological warfare. McCall remains composed, never rushed, honoring his code even in violence. Survivors attempt escape, only to meet inevitability shaped by preparation. The sequence emphasizes restraint over spectacle, portraying justice as patient inevitability rather than explosive rage earned through discipline, empathy, and unwavering moral clarity under pressure, without witnesses, beyond applause or public recognition ever again. McCall's final confrontation with York is intimate and devastating. Words are few, heavy with shared history and regret. York pleads justification, but McCall rejects excuses, valuing accountability above affection. The storm mirrors emotional turbulence as trust collapses completely. McCall offers York a chance to stop running, to face consequences honestly. When York refuses, the outcome is swift and final. Friendship ends without triumph, only solemn resolve. McCall mourns what was lost, accepting that justice sometimes requires severing bonds to protect countless others from future harm, corruption, and repeating cycles of betrayal he never wanted to witness yet endured bravely alone. With the threat ended, McCall ensures Miles faces consequences without losing hope. He arranges honest work and education, reinforcing accountability paired with support. The city breathes easier, unaware of the night's violence. McCall visits Susan's grave, offering quiet closure and gratitude. He recommits to living between worlds, helping where he can, remaining vigilant. The Equalizer's role is not glory but balance. By restoring equilibrium, McCall honors his friend's legacy and his own principles. Peace is temporary, but purpose remains steady and chosen through action, restraint, compassion, and readiness for darkness that inevitably returns to test resolve again and again endlessly. The Equalizer 2 concludes with McCall driving into dawn, anonymous yet watchful. He accepts solitude as the price of protecting others. His methods remain precise, his heart guarded but humane. The film frames justice as personal responsibility, demanding patience, sacrifice, and moral courage. Violence is never celebrated, only employed when necessary. McCall's journey affirms that redemption lies in choices repeated daily. Balance must be maintained by those willing to stand alone. As cities sleep, the Equalizer listens, ready to act when inequity calls again without recognition, reward, or promise of peace beyond sunrise, beyond endings. Justice continues quietly somewhere nearby.